mga Day. This afternoon, as you can tell from my screen, it's 2:29 in the afternoon, November 17. It's a Friday, and I decided that gawin na natin yung pinaka mataas na form, maraming pages na form sa adjustment of status, which is actually the adjustment of status form itself. It's a form I-485. And like I always say, please always make sure that nasa site kayo ng USCIS when securing your form. This video that I'm going to do right now is going to be Tagalog English. I'm gonna put that on my title because minsan talaga hindi ko na alam kung mag-English ba ako or magtatagalog ako kasi may mga nagko-comment na viewers from the US, sinasabi nila na, oh, confusing yung video because nagtatagalog ako and then hindi nila naiintindihan. Pero meron din namang mangilan-ngilang nagko-comment na, kung nahihirapan kang mag-English, Tagalogin mo na lang, be. My gosh, hindi ko talaga alam, no? But, mahihirapan din naman ako sa Tagalog kasi this is not my language or my dialect. I speak Bisaya, and pag nag-Bisaya ako, mas marami sigurong magreklamo. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna put a disclaimer that this video is Tagalog English, and this is something that I want to share with the Filipinas or Filipinos out there who are in the process of applying to register as a permanent resident here in the United States. All right? Okay, so with that being said, let's get into the actual form kasi mahaba-haba talaga to. Again, so USCIS website, just key in form I-485, and I highly suggest that you go through the instructions form as well kung may mga parts kayo na hindi naiintindihan. All right? So what we're going to do today is click on this, and here we go. Ito yung updated form ng application to register permanent residence or adjust status. You can see here, upper right of the form is the expiration date, February 28, 2026. So this is definitely the latest form. And then this first part here is for USCIS use only, as you can tell. Lahat naman yata ng form nila merong ganito on the topmost part. And dito, nakasulat ang start here. Dito tayo mag-fill out ng ating form. So you can accomplish this on your computer, or pwede din namang isulat nyo gamit yung ballpen na black ink. Alright, so let's start here first. Our A number. Our A number is our alien number. Saan nga ba nakuha yung alien number? Ang A number ay makikita po sa ating Notice of Approval ng K1 visa. Nandoon yung A number natin. So, it is important that we fill this out, again, to keep track sa ating mga transactions with USCIS na para ma-associate nila yung application natin sa existing na record natin with USCIS. Alright, so note to all applicants, if you do not completely fill out this application or fail to submit required documents listed in the instructions, USCIS may deny your application. So that's why it is very important to read the list of documents required using the instruction forms, yung pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. Okay din na mag-refer kayo sa mga like YouTube or blogs out there, but then again, our sole legitimate source or reference should be the document from USCIS. Okay? Alright, so proceed na tayo. Part 1 is information about you, which is the person applying for lawful permanent residence, which is ikaw. So, yung current holder ng K1 visa. Lagay dito your current legal name. Do not provide a nickname. For here, I used my married name kasi ito na yung aking legal name. So, that's my new last name. This is my first name, and this is my new middle name, which is my dad's last name. Next is other names you have used since birth. If my aliases ka, of which I don't have, so I'm just gonna put NA. But if you do have, then go ahead and fill this out. Ang lahat po ng not applicable, lagyan natin ng NA. So from 2A to 4C, these are the fields na referring to your aliases or your nicknames that you have used in the past. So since wala ako noon, not applicable pa rin. If you do have more than 3 nicknames, pwede mo gamitin ang space na provided in Part 14, additional information to list down all the nicknames that you've used. Okay. Moving on to other information about you. This is our date of birth. So, lagay lang natin dito. For example, this is my date of birth. Wow, ang bata ko pa. How I wish I was 23 years old. And in addition to providing your actual date of birth, if there is any other date of birth that have been used, especially in the Philippines, ang daming mali-mali sa birth certificates. So, thank God, wala naman akong naging ganong problema. So, I don't need to use this additional information. Sex, X. And then, city or town of birth. Let me just put in my city in the Philippines. So, just put that there. And then, every page, topmost page of this form, merong alien number. So, wag kalimutang i-fill out ang part na ito. At for some reason, hindi ko siya masulatan, right, using my computer right now. So, yung ginawa ko, hinandwritten ko lahat ng A number ko. Kasi, hindi nga siya gumagana. Maybe it's because I'm using the web format. Actually, it's more recommended for you to use your Adobe Reader, but I don't have an Adobe Reader. So, ganun na lang. My form was a combination of typewritten and then yung sulat kamay ko rin, which is not a problem at all. So, pwede din yun. Moreover, to information about you, the person who is applying. Part 1, country of birth. So, pinanganak ako sa Pilipinas. At saka yung citizenship ko is, for now, Philippines pa rin. Alien registration number, and dito na naman siya. So, kailangan natin yung i-fill out. So, here and dito sa topmost part, kailangan natin i-fill out. Dito, hindi ko na to fill outan kasi wala pa akong online USCIS account number at the time of submitting this form, I believe. So, yun yung ginawa ko. For US mailing address, of course, this is our home address. Lagay lang natin yung bahay natin. So, Aguinaldo Street. Okay, sorry. Aguinaldo Street number and name. Rojas. I'm sorry. Anong nangyari, besh? In care of. Nilalagay ko sa pangalan ng asawa ko just because I want to, but you can just use your name for that as well. It's got no problem. Gusto ko lang gamitin yung pangalan ng asawa ko. Bakit ba? Okay. Aguinaldo Street. Oh my gosh. What the? Aguinaldo Street. Favorite ko yung word na Aguinaldo. I don't know why. This is not applicable. City or town. We do live in Fort Wayne. State. Indiana. Here we go. Tsaka yung zip code. Of course, iba-ibang zip code. So, dahil ko lang dyan. Alternate or safe mailing address. This is for especially if you are applying based on the Violence Against Women Act or VAWA or a special immigrant juvenile, blah, blah, blah. If you are beyond the normal AOS filing, parang pwede nyong gamitin to. But for me, wala naman akong ganung problema. So, I will leave this with not applicable. Ayan. Okay, move tayo dito. So, yung pag-fill out pala is nakadalawang columns yung per page. So, you go through it column by column. Ito yung first column here and this is the second column. At meron din namang item number here like 14, 15, 16 para maging guided kayo. Alright? So, after your information about you, we have social security card. Hindi pa ako nakakuha ng SSN nung pag-file ko. So, number 14, has the Social Security Administration ever issued you an Social Security card? So, my answer is no. But again, I do highly suggest na before kayo magpakasal, kumuha kayo ng SSN. Madali lang i-update dahil pag meron na kayong marriage certificate, balik lang kayo doon sa SSA office para i-update yung social security card nyo to your married name. But pending your social security number, hindi kayo makakapag-open ng bank account, hindi kayo makakakuha ng driver's license because your current visa after getting married is now parang hindi na siya K1, naging K3 na siya. Some others are saying na confused lang daw yung SSA officer na nag-accommodate sa akin. She should have still given me my SSN. But, di ko pwedeng kontrahin kung ano man yung sinasabi ng office. Kasi trabaho nila yun and they should know their job. Right? So, and it wouldn't hurt if you will secure your SSN prior to getting married. It's very easy and simple. And I think ma-accomplish siya within 30 minutes. You will be able to get your card right then, your number and your card right then and there. So it really wouldn't harm anybody if you do that before getting married. But okay, so I didn't get it before getting married, so I wasn't able to get my security number. So my answer for 14 is no. So, if you answered yes, provide the information. Pag meron ka dito, provide mo yung SSN number mo. Kaya ako wala, so not applicable. Do you want the SSA to issue you a social security card? Of course, yes. And then, consent for disclosure. I authorize the disclosure of information from this application to the SSA as required for the purpose of assigning me an SSN and issuing a social security card. That is also a yes. So, recent immigration information for items number 18 to 24. So, ito yung data na makukuha mo sa inyong passport. So, ito yung passport number na ginamit mo nung pumasok ka sa US. Travel document, passport lang ang ginamit ko. So, travel document is not applicable. Pili ka lang ng isa sa dalawa. Expiration date ng passport, lagay din natin dito. So, example lang. Ayan. And then, country na nag-issue ng passport, Philippines. Non-immigrant visa number from the passport. So, doon sa passport mo, nandoon yung visa stamp. So, meron doong visa number. So, i-enter natin yan dito. Example lang to. Pero this information 22, makikita sa passport mo sa K1 visa. So, sa place of arrival into the United States, this is your port of entry. Now, pumasok ako sa US. I landed in Chicago. So, ayun. Yun ang port of entry ko. State is Illinois. IL. Date of last arrival. I came here September 29, 2023. Yan. Moving on to page 3. Ito na naman yung alien numbers. So, kung naka-Adobe Reader kayo, please do fill this out. Again, part 1 pa rin, information about you. When I last arrived in the United States, I was inspected at the port of entry and admitted as blank. So, ganito. That's A. And then, lagay natin, oh my gosh, hindi siya hindi ko siya ma-edit. But nilagay ko dito na admitted as K1. So, if you were issued a I-94 arrival departure record number. Lagay natin dito. I did make a video on how to secure your recent I-194. Hindi ito binibigay sa US Border and Customs Protection yung pagdating mo kasi pwede mo na siyang ma-download online. Please do check out my video on that. So, meron din doong departure record. So, fill out mo yan. Nakalagay din dito doon yung expiration date of authorized stay shown on Form I-194. So, lagay mo rin dyan. Let's just say, for the sake of filling it out, and status of I-194, I was admitted under K1. What is your current immigration status if it has changed since your arrival? Kanon pa rin. Dito medyo iffy ako kasi nga sabi nung ni ate girl, K3 na daw yung classification ko because I married my fiance. But then again, I have no document to say or na nagsasabing K3. So, K1 pa rin yung nilagay ko. And so far, wala namang problema. Provide your name exactly as it appears on your Form I-194. Doon sa I-194 ko, Tormes pa rin yung name ko kasi hindi pa kami kasal at that time when I arrived. So, ganyan. Blah, blah, blah. That's 28C. So, dito tayo sa itaas. Part 2. So, the application type or the filing category. Attach a copy of the Form I-797 receipt of approval notice for the underlying petition or application as appropriate. I am applying to register lawful permanent residence or adjust status to that of a lawful permanent resident based on the following immigrant category. So dito, family-based po tayo. Sa item 1A, we would check person admitted to the United States as a fiancé. So, dyan. Yan yung titik natin. And don't forget to attach a copy of our NOA2 or Notice of Approval. So, marami ditong category, no? Pero yung sa atin is category na family-based. Pwede ka rin mag-adjust ng status based on employment, special immigration or immigrant, asylee or refugee, human trafficking victim or crime victim, pwede din yung mga yun. Alright, so, application type, continuation of application type or filing category. Wala, this is not applicable to us, so wag na nating i-touch. Yan. Additional options, wala din to because we've already chosen dito 1A, family-based. So, as you can see, options yan to the question. So, 1A until 1G. Pili ka lang ng isa, besh. Okay, so number 2, are you applying for adjustment based on the Immigration and Nationality Act? This is a no. So if you answered yes to item 2, you must have selected a family-based, employment-based. Got listed above. Hala, ano to? Wait lang. Sorry. This is, ano pala? This is yes. Because you have selected family-based. Yeah, family-based yung in-applyan natin 1A. So, kailangan natin itong i-fill out ang information about their immigrant category. If you are the principal applicant, provide the following. So, this is the receipt number from our NOA1, Notice of Approval, as well as our priority date, or this is our Notice of Receipt date of our K1 visa petition. If you are a derivative applicant, this is not us. So, for example, yung receipt number namin is like WAC 229, blah, 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 blah. And then, yung priority date namin was April 8, 2022. So, ganyan. This is NOA1 details. Ito, this is not applicable. Ito naman, ang ating this is hindi tayo, this is not us. Wala tayong underlying derivative applicant. To part 3, additional information about you. Have you ever applied for an immigrant visa to obtain permanent resident status at U.S. Embassy or U.S. Consulate abroad? That is a no. And then, wala. And if it's applicable for you, just go ahead and fill that out. It's just not applicable for me because I've never applied for a U.S. visa before. Moving on to page 5. Again, nandito na naman yung alien number. Don't forget to fill that in. Part 3, continuation about additional information about you. This is your address history. There's like about 1, 2, 3. Tatlong, at least your 3 recent addresses outside the United States. No, which is, palipat-lipat kasi ako ng bahay when I moved to Bacolod City because I was just renting and I was trying to find the place that was really like a home for me. So, yun yung tatlong addresses na nakasulat dito. So, i-fill out nyo lang yan. Physical address 1, this would be the current address in the Philippines. So, overseas, ito. Kasi nakalagay, outside the United States. Yeah. Sorry. Yung number 1 pala is yung physical address na current address, which is your current address here sa US. So, lagay lang natin 1, 2, 3. Ano ba yan? 1, 2, 3, 4. City or town. Ano ba to? Fort Wayne. So, fill out nyo lang yan. And this part here is your address back in the Philippines. Ganyan. Next is yung employment history. Isa lang din yung naging employer ko sa Philippines. So, nilagay ko dito yung name of employer, address ng employer, at saka yung wala tayong state. So, that's not applicable. We don't have, we have a zip code. And then, meron tayong province and postal code. Parang wala naman tayong postal code, So, zip code lang or like a city code. Then the country, like Philippines, and what was your occupation. In my form, nilagay ko lang position held. So that's that for page 5. Again, page 6, A number, top rightmost. Part 3, additional information about you. This is the continuation dito. Yung to and from date of employment mo. So if you had more than one employer, meron pa ditong employee number 2, employer number 3. Yan. So, 3 recent employers. Here, part 4 naman is about your parents. So, parent 1's legal name, this is like, I wrote here my dad's family name, yung given name niya, tsaka yung middle name. If different from above, lagay dito, but same lang naman. So, this was an NA. Walang alias yung daddy ko. So, like, NA. Yung date of birth ng dad ko, yung, of course, sex is male, then city or town of birth here, and then country of birth, Philippines. Next page, page 7. Again, dito na naman yung A number. Part 4, information about your parents, kung saan sila nakatira. City of residence, and then country of residence. Second naman is yung parent 2, parent number 2, which is my mom. So dito, Merong name at birth yung mom ko kasi dinadala niya na ngayon yung last name ng dad ko. So this would be the maiden name of my mom. Tsaka dito din yung maiden name ng mama niyo. So same thing, city of birth, country of birth, current town, and current country of residence. Part 5 is information about your marital history. So current marital status is married. And if you are married, is your spouse a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces or the Coast Guard? So that's a no. And then, how many times have you been married, including annulled marriages to the same person? Isang beses pa lang kaming nakasal, so 1. Information about your current marriage. So dito yung spouse name, husband's family name, given name, middle name, and yung alien number ni husband if he has an alien number. But my husband doesn't have an alien number kasi US citizen siya, so wala siya nun. Hindi siya alien. Current spouse date of birth, date of marriage to current spouse. Dito yun. Current spouse's place of birth, kung saan siya pinanganak. Place of marriage, kung saan kayo kinasal. Kinasal kami sa Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Is your current spouse applying with you? No, because he's already a US citizen. Page 8, ganun pa rin. A number, top rightmost. Information about your marital history. Information about prior marriages, if any. If you have been married before, whether in the United States or any other country, provide the following information. Hindi ako kinasal to any other person prior to my current spouse. So this is all not applicable for me. Yan. Kaya natin dyan not applicable. Mas best na lagyan ng not applicable kasi baka isipin nila we did not go through this page and we skipped this part. So ayan. Indicate, in part 6, indicate the total number of all living children that you have. I do not have a children, so that is 0. And this is, again, not applicable. Yung husband ko is, may children. He has 3 children. And they are now my stepchildren. But then, hindi naman to nagtatanong about stepchildren. So this is not applicable. Yan yung page 8. Page 9, alien number again, top rightmost. Continuation of part 6. Portion pa rin to where you will fill in yung details kung meron kayong anak. Okay? Part 7 is biographic information. Ethnicity. Dito tayo sa number 2. I am an Asian. 3. Height. Dito in feet. So I am 5'2". I'm very short. And then weight in pounds. I am medyo mabigat na ako ngayon. I'm 137 pounds. Eye color. I have brown eyes. Hair color. Actually, my hair is brown. Wala naman kasi ditong nakalagay na balayage. Yeah. Okay, so part 8. General eligibility and inadmissibility. Have you ever been a member or involved in any way associated organization, fund, blah, blah, blah? I have never been, so that's a no. And madali lang kasi hindi ako nai-involve at saka hopefully wala kayong ganitong mga drama sa life nyo para mas madali nating ma-fill out. Ito, wala din ako nito. So, just a continuation, organization number 2. That. General, part 8, continuation pa din nun. So, organization 3. I do not have. Okay. Ayan nun yung mag-move. Ayan. Answer items 14 to 86B. Choose the answer that you think is correct. If your answer is yes to any questions. Provide an explanation of the events in the space provided in part 14. All right. Have you ever been denied admission to the United States? No. Isang beses lang ako nag-apply at na-approve naman under K1 visa or admission. Iba pala yung admission. Yeah. Have you ever been denied a visa? That's a no. Have you ever worked in the United States? No. Have you ever violated the terms or conditions of your non-immigrant status? No. Have you presently or have you ever been in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? No. Have you ever been issued a final order of exclusion, deportation, or removal? That is a no as well. Have you ever had prior or final order of exclusion? No. Have you ever held a lawful permanent resident status? It's a no. Have you ever been granted voluntary departure by the immigrant? Wala din. Have you ever applied for any kind of relief protection? Wala. Have you ever been a J non-immigrant? No. If you answered yes to item 24A, complete the item 24B. If you answered no to the item, then skip the information. So this is no. Have you ever complied with the foreign residence requirement? Have you ever been granted a waiver with the Department of State? No. Criminal acts. For items 24 to 45, you must answer yes to any question that applies to you, even if your records were sealed or otherwise cleared, or even if anyone, including a judge, law enforcement officer, or attorney, told you that you no longer have a record, you must still answer yes to the following questions. Whether the action or offense occurred here in the United States or anywhere else in the world. If you answer yes to items 25 to 45, use the space provided in part 14 to provide an explanation that includes why you were arrested, cited, detained, or charged. Okay, so have you ever been arrested? I've never been. Have you ever committed any kind of crime? I have never. Have you ever pled guilty or to been convicted? No pa rin yan. Have you ever been ordered, punished by a judge? Hindi rin. Ang dami lang judgmental sa mundo, but never been in a courthouse or in a court and judged or sentenced. Never done that. I've never been a defendant. I've never violated any controlled substance law or regulation. No. Have you ever been convicted? No. In and outside the United States? This is a no. Parang ayaw yatang. Hala. Uy, nangyari. Okay, dun. Have you ever illicitly trafficked or benefited from trafficking? Oh my gosh, no. Have you ever knowingly aided, abetted, assisted? That's a no. Are you a spouse, son, of a daughter, foreign national who illicitly trafficked or aided? Wala. Yung papa ko is not like that. Not at all. Have you ever engaged in prostitution? No. Have you ever directly or indirectly procured or imported prostitute? Oh my gosh, no. Received any proceeds or money? No. Do you intend to engage in illegal gambling? No. I don't have money for that. Have you ever exercised immunity? Wala rin. Have you ever, while serving a foreign government official, been responsible for directly carrying out violations of religious freedoms? No. Induced by force or coercion? No. Have you ever trafficked a person into involuntarily servitude? No. Ang hirap naman ito i-pronounce. Peonage, slavery. Wala. Have you ever knowingly aided, assisted, conspired, colluded with others? Trafficking? No. Are you the spouse, son, or daughter of a foreign national who engaged in trafficking? No. Have you ever engaged in money laundering? No. Ayun. So part 8. Security and related. Do you intend to engage in any activity that violates? Of course, no. Engage in activity that violates and evades law? No. Engage in activity whose purpose includes opposing, controlling, or otherwise overthrowing the U.S. government? No. At saka, pag tinatanong nila to, no, yung mga taong may planong gumawa ng masama, parang hindi naman siguro sasabihin, yes, I do plan to like participate, diba? So parang, what the heck? Like this wouldn't really matter. Engage in any activity that could endanger the welfare and safety of the U.S. So no. Engage in any unlawful activity? Are you engaged or in upon entry to the intent to engage that could have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences? No. Okay. Ano ba yan? No. No. Have you ever committed, threatened to commit, attempt to commit, conspire? No. Member or group organization, these no. Recruited members or ask money for things, blah blah blah. No. Provided money or thing, service or labor, any assistance to support any, no. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. Provide money or thing, value, service or labor, no. Have you ever received any type of, no? Do you intend to engage in it? No. If you answered yes to any of those, you need to provide and explain what you did in Part 14, additional information. Are you the spouse of a or a child of an individual who ever committed and threatened? My spouse has never committed anything. He's not even had a single traffic violation. So all of these, no. He's like yung pinakamabait na Amerikano siguro. Have you ever assisted or participated in selling person to, this is no. Transporting weapons. Have you ever worked, volunteered, otherwise serviced in prison, jail? Never po. Participated in any group in kind which you in person or use any type of weapon? No. Kagandahan ko lang po yung weapon ko. Charot. Have you ever served or been a member of the military? No. Have you ever been a member or in any way affiliated with a communist? No. During 1945, wala, hindi pa ako dito na ano. I wasn't born yet, so no. Have you ever incited or committed assisted help with others in the following? Torture? No. Killing anyone? No. Intentionally and severely? No. Engaging sexual contact and relations with any person who did not consent? No. Limiting or denying person's ability to exercise? No. No. My gosh. Have you ever used any person under 15 years of age to take part on hostilities? No. Again, pag meron kayong naging in-answer na yes dyan, proceed to part 14, additional information, kasi kailangan nyo yung i-explain. Public charges. Wala din akong public charges, so this is a no. And if you answered yes to item number 61, complete the item hanggang 69A. So, wala. Hindi naman tayo yes, so wala. We should not be answering this. So, leave lang yan ng blank. Ay, wait. So, if you answered no to item number 61, go to item 69A. 69, proceed na tayo sa 69A. Kasi to me, this is not applicable naman. So, nilagyan ko din dito ng NA. Illegal entries and other immigration violation. Wala ako nito. So, sana ano din, wala din kayong mga ganito para wala na kayong i-explain. Kasi nakakapoy na mag-English, oy. Removal of unlawful presence or illegal entry. Never din akong na-deport kasi first time ko nga pa dito. So no din yan. Yan dito ha, wag yung kalimutan yung upper right part of the pages. Meron talagang e-number, so kailangan nyo yung i-fill out. Okay. Have you ever been lawfully present for more than 1 year? No. Having been deported, no din. Miscellaneous conduct. Do you plan to practice polygamy? Char, no. Accompanying another foreign national who requires your protection, wala din tayo niyan. Assisted in detaining, retaining, no. Have you ever voted in violation of the federal state? That's a no. This is a no. Discharge, no. Page 16, continuation pa rin ng general eligibility and inadmissibility grounds. Been relieved or discharged from training? No. Convicted of desertion from the U.S. Armed Forces? No. Have you ever left or remained outside the United States to avoid or evade training? No. So, hindi tayo nag-yes sa 86A, so this is not applicable. So, sulatan nyo rin yan ng NA. Part 9, accommodations for individuals with disabilities. Wala naman akong disability, so this is a no. This is not applicable. Yeah, yun. Part 10, applicant statement, contact information, declaration, certification, and signature. Meron tayong penalties section of the Form I-485. Instructions before completing this part. So, kailangan niyong basahin before kayo dito mag-okay. So, 1A, I can read and understand English. The interpreter name in part 11. An instruction in this application and my answer to every question. Blank a language which is fluent and understood. This is not applicable kasi wala naman ako naging interpreter. Number 2, at my request to prepare named in part 2. Wala din akong prepare, so not applicable ang part na ito. This is my the applicant's information, which is our information, our telephone number dito. Pwede din ilagay yung same number dito sa mobile telephone number kasi same lang naman yun. And then, our email address over here. So, page 17, malapit na tayong matapos at malapit na rin akong maubusan ng laway. Topmost pa rin, alien number. So, ito yung statement, contact information, and declaration, certification, and signature na kailangan nating basahin. So, kayo nang bahalang bumasa dyan. At dito ay huwag kalimutang mag-sign in ink. So, pag print nyo, kailangan itong pirmahan. And then, dito rin yung date kung when nyo siya pinirmahan. Part 11 is about the interpreter. So, wala akong interpreter. So, these are not applicable. Sorry. Ito, interpreter's mailing address is also not applicable. Carry lang naman yung brains ko yung English dito. So, wala tayong naging interpreter. Alright. So, pagkatapos niyan, sa page 18, meron na naman dito ang alien number. So, lagyan nyo yan. Interpreters, ayun, ginutom na ako. Not sure if you heard my tummy, but parang I'm gutom. Okay, wala. Ito. So, if other than the applicant, meron ibang nag-prepare, kailangan itong i-fill out. Pero ako yung applicant at ako din yung nag-prepare, so wala akong preparer. So, lagay nyo lang dyan, not applicable. Yan, skip nyo yung part na yan. As well as this part. Wala din to, kasi this is all about the prepare, which is wala naman tayong prepare. Page 19, alien number ulit dito. So, again, this is about the preparer. So, not applicable yung part na ito. Just put an A there. Part 13, signature at the interview. So, dito sa part na to, I swear and affirm, blah, blah, blah. Hindi muna natin siya i-fill out kasi hindi naman tayo ang USCIS officer. Sila na ang bahala dito. And hindi muna natin ito sa-signan kasi this is during the interview, yung part 13. So, hindi pa tayo nag-i-interview. So, wag muna yan. Just leave that page. Finally, this is our last page. This is page 20, which is part 14, additional information. Yung kanina naalala nyo, merong mga parts doon nagre-require ng mga justifications. Dito nyo yun isusulat. Importante again to not leave your alien number blank. Okay? So, yun lang. Yun na yung lahat na ng pages ng I-1485. we just roughly went through it, and lalagay ko na lang sa description box yung mga requirements na sinubmit ko along with my I-485 kasi ang haba-haba na ng video na to. So, yes, good luck everybody. And update nga pala, na-receive na namin yung receipt numbers of our AOS, EAD, and travel parole 2 days ago, and now we're just waiting on the physical mail na dumating. So, more updates soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you, and yeah, cheers to everyone. Bye!